Have you ever wondered about a verse so powerful that it offers protection, peace, and strength all at once? Ayat al Kursi, known as one of the greatest verses in the Quran, is a source of unmatched spiritual guidance. It reminds us of Allah's supreme power, His constant care, and the protection that surrounds those who sincerely believe. In this video, we will explore its profound meanings and how reciting it can transform your faith, heart, and daily life. At the heart of Ayat al Kursi is the declaration that only Allah deserves worship. It establishes that no being shares His divinity, control, or right to command. All forms of reliance, obedience, and hope are directed to Him alone, freeing the believer from dependence on creation. This understanding reshapes how a believer views life. Power, success, harm, and benefit are not random or controlled by others. Everything unfolds under Allah's supreme authority. Recognizing this truth nurtures humility, removes arrogance, and builds unwavering confidence, because the heart knows it is connected to the One who governs all affairs wisely always. Ayat al Kursi describes Allah as ever-living, meaning His life has no beginning or end. Unlike creation, His existence is not dependent on time, energy, or rest. Life in this world fades, but Allah's life remains perfect and constant. This truth reassures the believer that Allah's presence never diminishes, regardless of circumstances or change. As sustainer of all, Allah maintains every soul, system, and moment without effort. He nourishes bodies, manages the universe, and upholds existence continuously. Recognizing this builds deep reliance, because the One who sustains all things never becomes tired, distracted, or absent from caring for His creation at any moment. Ayat al Kursi teaches that ownership of the heavens and the earth belongs entirely to Allah. No kingdom, wealth, or authority exists independently from Him. What people claim to possess is only a temporary trust, granted and withdrawn by His will. This understanding corrects the illusion of control that often leads to pride and greed. When a believer internalizes this truth, the heart becomes detached from material dominance and status. Loss no longer destroys hope, and gain does not create arrogance. Knowing that Allah is the true owner encourages gratitude, responsibility, and contentment, because every blessing is managed by divine wisdom and given for a purpose beyond this world. Ayat al Kursi makes clear that nothing can take place unless Allah allows it to happen. Every movement, outcome, and unseen matter unfolds by His command. This removes the fear of forces beyond control, because no power can act independently or challenge His decree. What appears chaotic to human understanding is guided by precise divine knowledge. This awareness transforms how a believer responds to life's events. Patience grows during hardship, and gratitude deepens during ease. Trust replaces panic, because outcomes are not random accidents. Knowing that Allah permits only what carries wisdom brings inner stability and acceptance, even when reasons are hidden from human sight. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam emphasized the special status of Ayat al Kursi through his teachings to the believers. He directed attention to its unique rank among the verses of the Quran, showing that certain words carry exceptional spiritual weight. His guidance encouraged Muslims to recognize its value not only through recitation, but through understanding and belief. By teaching this verse, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam connected daily remembrance with divine care. His instruction showed that strength in faith is built through simple, consistent acts. This teaching reflects His mercy for the Ummah, guiding hearts toward reliance on Allah through a single, profound verse. Reciting Ayat al Kursi nurtures inner resilience that helps a believer face challenges with clarity. It anchors the heart in remembrance, preventing overwhelming thoughts from taking control. Through consistent recitation, the mind learns to return to balance, reducing restlessness and emotional instability caused by fear or uncertainty. This verse also sharpens spiritual awareness. It encourages mindfulness of Allah during daily activities, strengthening self-discipline and moral focus. Over time, the believer develops steadiness in decision-making and emotional responses. This quiet strength grows naturally, shaping a personality grounded in faith, patience, and steady confidence rooted in remembrance. Ayat al Kursi reveals an unseen system of divine care that operates beyond human perception. Through Allah's command, angels carry out specific duties, maintaining order and safeguarding believers according to divine will. This reflects the precision of Allah's governance, where even protection is organized and purposeful, not random or symbolic. Awareness of this unseen support deepens spiritual consciousness. A believer understands that help does not always arrive in visible forms. Instead, protection may come through prevented harm, redirected paths, or calm placed in the heart. This realization strengthens certainty in Allah's unseen arrangements and builds trust in the silent workings of the divine realm. Ayat al Kursi reinforces the concept of Tawheed, reminding the believer that Allah alone has ultimate authority over all matters. By understanding His singular control, the heart becomes aligned with the principle that reliance, worship, and hope are due only to Him. This strengthens faith, as every challenge or blessing is viewed through the lens of divine wisdom rather than human effort alone. In times of difficulty, this awareness provides courage. The believer faces fear, uncertainty, or opposition with confidence, knowing that no power can act against Allah's will. Tawheed nurtures spiritual clarity, guiding actions and intentions toward obedience and trust in Allah's supreme plan. Regular recitation of Ayat al Kursi helps remove anxiety by reconnecting the believer with Allah's constant presence and care. When the heart focuses on His greatness and authority, worries lose their power, and fear no longer dominates thoughts. This practice trains the mind to rely on Allah rather than on fleeting worldly solutions. Consistency in recitation also reinforces discipline and spiritual awareness. It becomes a reminder that Allah's guidance is always near, providing reassurance during stressful moments. Over time, this habit strengthens emotional resilience, allowing the believer to respond to challenges calmly and with patience, trusting that Allah's protection and wisdom encompass every situation. Ayat al Kursi reminds the believer that Allah is always watching over His creation with care and knowledge. This constant observation is not intrusive but protective, ensuring that every soul receives guidance, sustenance, and safety according to divine wisdom. It reassures the heart that no effort, prayer, or struggle is unnoticed. Understanding this presence encourages mindfulness in actions and intentions. The believer becomes more conscious of moral choices, kindness, and sincerity, knowing that Allah observes all. This awareness fosters accountability, gratitude, and trust, allowing the heart to live in peace, confident that Allah's watchful care surrounds every aspect of life. Ayat al Kursi is a timeless source of protection, peace, and spiritual strength for every believer. By making it part of your daily life, you invite Allah's care and guidance into your heart and home. May Allah bless you with steadfast faith, tranquility, and endless blessings. If this video inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe to Interior Deen. Comment below with your heartfelt prayer, and let's uplift each other with positivity and faith.